And your lady boss.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Wasatch High School. This is Wasatch basketball. Wasatch High School girls hosting the Provo Bulldogs in Region 9 action. And we thank you for joining us here on Sting TV. Right after the national anthem, we'll get going with tonight's game.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and rockets red bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag is still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yes, sir. We'd like to talk about whatever you know about
Okay.
Bulldogs. Jim here, we have a special video for you.
And that was Jessica Christensen, a student here at Wasatch High School, singing the national anthem. Well done. We have really had some great national anthems here in the last few
She
weeks.
was talented, very talented.
So, Brent Martindale here with Ken Purdy and, of course, Corey Lang and the gang. And here for another great night of basketball. Nothing like high school basketball. Ken Purdy, welcome. And
Thank you.
We missed you last week, but
Good to be back.
let's talk about these two teams.
Man.
Kind of teams going in different directions.
Yeah, absolutely.
After the last time they met.
And at one point, I don't know, a very close game, a 6-point game that Wasatch drops to Provo at Provo, and then again, like you said, Brent, Wasatch goes on a tear, and Provo hits the skids. It seems like they kind of walked through the first part of the region, had beaten Maple Mountain early in the season by 17, and lost the other night by 1. So maybe some concentration issue. You've had teams like this, Brent. You've been a coach for a lot of years. What happens?
You know, all I can tell you is if I could figure it out, I would have written a book a long time ago and made $1 million.
Right.
No, I obviously, you were looking at them earlier. They are a very athletic group.
Yep.
Got size, and they look like they are not afraid of anything.
At all.
We're going to go right to the video here for Wasatch High School. Take a minute and enjoy. 3 quick points early, and since then, all Wasatch.
Still waiting for a big smile out of you. You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Drinking dope, turn me to a superhero. Hit, turn me to a superhero. When my night it turn me to a superhero. I'm on that dope again, I'm on that flow again, switch up the flow again. Shout out to Dallas, my back is a star. Get rich, baby, take you to walk. On your casket, shoot at your bra.
Job Philly? I don't think so.
And now it's time to announce the starting five.
And that's right. Job's not done, Ken. That's a fun video. That's
Outstanding.
Produced all in-house at the Sting TV studio. And once again, Corey Lang with his group. Great job.
Man,
So-
if you have not been to this high school and seen this production, I think what you guys have going on can rival some of these small towns news stations. This stuff is professionally done, and you don't come out and watch a game here at Wasatch High, you're missing the best show in town, in my opinion. Ain't much to do here, guys. Why not come and hang out at the high school, nice and warm, and watch some great athletes and some of the students' creativity is amazing.
We're going to welcome Corey Lang on the mic. And welcome, Corey. Great job with the video and the game. Tell us a little bit about what you know about Provo High School.
They're scrappy. They're really scrappy, very athletic, and they're a sleeper team according to the record, right? They can knock off anybody, I feel, because they have the athletes and they have a system in place that they play very well. And when it's clicking, it's clicking. They're hard to beat.
I'm looking at them right now on the floor. They're big.
Yeah.
Big size.
They're
And
very
they don't have
athletic.
heights listed on here, but Elise Fale, she looks like she's towering almost over
Yeah.
Ashley Garner. Garner's a little taller. And gentlemen, here we go. It is time to play ball in this Region 9 matchup. We mentioned these teams a little bit in going different directions.
Yeah.
Provo, as Ken mentioned, beat Wasatch just a month ago, and since then they're on a 4-game losing streak.
And a few of those games, Brent, have been by less than 5 points too. So it's competitive. They're just not putting them away.
The only game they weren't competitive was against number 1 in the state,
Yeah.
Springville.
Yeah, as is everybody in this region.
Everybody is
Right.
losing to Springville.
Right.
So you saw the action there. Kenna Garner pulling the string already, shooting that 3-pointer. And Wasatch got off to a real strong start. There's the first bucket of the
That is
game.
a very nice move.
That's Kylie Bjorgi. And by the way, we welcome all fans, Provo fans. We hope you're here with us, and we love to hear from you. And
Great
there's
ball movement.
shot by Feely.
Wow.
The freshman off, but Ashley Garner with her first offensive board and putback of the game.
And looking strong as always. They brought the ball up. They broke the full court. I don't know if it was a press, just full court man, and looked very good doing it.
Provo easily up the floor also. So, and I know talking to,
It's like we got a box and one, Brent. I don't mean to interrupt you. We've got a box and one on these guys. Maybe it's man to man now.
oh yeah,
They just didn't move for a while. So she
that
walked.
looks like a travel.
Yeah.
I think it's a triangle and 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
There's a couple that are playing man.
Geometry was not my strong point.
Good thing there's only 5 players on the team.
Yeah.
I can figure that out. I had to add that on my finger, 3 and 2.
Oh,
First turnover of the night for Wasatch. Looked like that pass was just obviously meant for Ashley Garner. And here comes Provo. Both teams exchanging turnovers after buckets.
oh. Took her out. Yeah, you're going to pay for that one. That was
Kate.
that was very impressive there. She closed out on her and then left her alone, and she went right around her, and Miss Garner came right behind her and swatted that. That's a nice play.
Inbound play doesn't fall.
Katy Perry.
Boy, they had a
nice
good
rebound.
look. Katy Perry with her best game of the season last
Yeah,
week.
I heard. Look at the books.
Not
she's
just the
open.
points. There's a 3-pointer
Oh.
just off the mark.
That was not
Perry.
a bad shot. She had her feet set. And I know what you're thinking. If you're at home, you're looking at how far back these girls are, but we see that. These guys, they don't mind shooting it. Yeah.
Philly with her, and we love the new camera angles there. Philly with her first foul of the night. and a little bit of a reach. She's really, really trying not to do that as much. And there's another, another great look for Provo. And
Good hustle.
Just missed. The save by Feely goes in, and the shot this time again. Another great look, and another offensive board for Provo. 4 shots now, not one of them can fall.
Ashley's on a mission today. If you guys want to check that out, Miss Garner has taken this personal.
And there's an pass down low to Ashley Garner. No call. It looked like she might have fallen a little bit, maybe on her own, but
yeah,
refs are letting them play on both ends for sure. Pretty physical so far.
Same move.
Both teams exchanging buckets, then turnovers, and then missed shots.
You are right,
the next
Corey.
possessions.
Triangle 1. Coach Lang was right on that one. Liz Houston has drawn
another offensive board,
and I can't get her number, Corey, but
there's Liz and Katy Perry.
Yeah,
Liz Houston and Katy Perry.
This is Albert, who Liz Houston is locked up on Albert, who is their leading scorer.
The triangle and 2 is very good if you have 2 people like Coach Hull feels like to carry a team, right? You try to shut those down. Where it's dangerous is it's really hard if they overload one side, and it's really hard to get rebounds because now you got 3 people trying to box out a court.
Well, and I find too when you're in zone, Corey, the premise of the rebound, the box out, when you're man to man, you're supposed as soon as the ball goes up, you find your man. It's hard to do that in Provo, or excuse me, in a zone because you have an area, not a person.
Kylie Bjorgi was at the line shooting 2, missed both. Right now there's a lid on the basket for Provo. They have had good looks, and boy, if they'd hit their shots, it'd be 10-2 right now. There's another turnover, this time Provo coming down, and that time a steal by Katy Perry as Provo
now, if you guys
coming down.
Picking this up, Reagan Price is in the game.
Reagan Price
threw a turnover.
And that time it'll cost them. That turnover led to a bucket by Tiana Albert. This little press is causing Wasatch some trouble.
You know, Reg is a good athlete. She's a good ball player. She's getting rattled a little bit with the pressure. That's a nice shot.
Three-pointer just off the mark. Provo with the rebound.
Probably not who Coach Hull wants taking the shot, but she's open.
I kind of feel like they look like there's a little spin move underneath the basket. That once again is Kylie Bjorgi. And Coach Audrey Hull is going to take a timeout. Her team down 2-6 here.
Amelia Brown's going to check in for Wasatch. I'm interested to see who she'll pull out.
Here's the replay on the turnover, I believe. Yeah.
Too far. A couple things. The person that's getting passed to could come to the ball a little bit and help them out. That's a great
move. Yeah, that's a little backdoor reverse. Yep. Wow, nice camera angle.
Situational awareness, right? Where you're at underneath that bucket. And great job on the replays.
Talked to Audrey Hull last week and playing Salem Hills last week. And Salem did all they could to disrupt the plan. And Audrey Hull knows they're going to do that. And so it's a game of adjustments.
Yeah.
And she talked about how proud she was of the team making those adjustments. There is another turnover. 3-pointer by Provo this time, just off the mark. Reagan Price battles, but back falls to Provo's hands. Here comes Ashley Garner sprinting out of the blocks. Gets the ball across midcourt. And Audrey Hull tells him, slowing down. This is Cicely Clark in the game for Wasatch for the first time in over 2 weeks.
You can see that brace on her right ankle.
And guys, too, I'm looking, where is Feely at? I don't see her on the bench, and I don't see her out there.
Yeah, that's a good question. She was at the bench, a shot off the mark, and that's going to be it. And they're going to call that, that was a kind of a quick travel. The rebound was Amelia Brown. There's Philly right there. She was at the table.
She was at the table. My heart was kind of skipping a bit. Like, we can't go without her. She was out for a little bit. They put Reagan Price in for her. She's back in.
That shot was by Liz Houston.
Bring a little stability here.
Provo with the ball and a 6-2 lead here with just 2:45 left in the first quarter. There's another three-pointer wide open. Boy, in and out for Kate Lunt. That's got to be a foul call. Oh, no, they're going to call a jump ball. Oh, wow.
At some point, you got to take control of this a little bit. It's going to be a bloodbath soon, but
Tiana Albert with the hustle play in there, getting Provo another opportunity.
Doesn't say what grade Albert is, but she's battling a freshman there who is equally as feisty. So,
3-point shot.
Yeah.
Good. That's Rachel Fale. And Fale's a senior.
Cicely Clark is bringing the ball out of bounds. Now we got it. So we need a little movement here. That's a give and go. We'll do it.
Philly's going to go. She kicks it off to Amelia Brown.
Man, Amelia Brown, talk about never bringing the ball down, just catches it and puts it right back up.
Amelia Brown did a good job of getting down the floor. Corey talked about that last week.
Boy.
Players were able to get down quickly. There's a 3-point, really good look by Elise Fale.
Boy, it's like Coach Lang. Corey talked about being hard to rebound. It's not hard to rebound when none of the offensive players go to the board. They kind of killed themselves there.
They're going to call that foul on Tiana Albert. Just a little reach.
We got a 5-point game, guys, and I think Wasatch wants to keep this close. They don't want to let this run away from them because Provo's talented enough to keep a lead.
Yeah, that bucket by Brown broke a 3-minute scoring drought, and only the second bucket of the night for them.
Good point. We have not had many shots.
No, that's the scrappiness.
Oh my goodness.
Pass from
McKenna Garner. Corey, I think you're looking at me and you missed that. That was a drop in the bucket pass that
by Kenna Garner, the point guard. That's a great move. That time by Elise Fale. Doesn't fall for Provo. And they're going to give the ball to Wasatch.
We keep closing out way too close.
Here's the replay. Kenna Garner looking.
Look at that pass.
Right in between three Provo
You could
players.
not have put that in a better spot.
Provo still with this heavy full court pressure. And Wasatch having a hard time figuring out where to move and who to get it to. There's a steal by Lunt.
Wow.
Lunt is quick and always on the ball like a mosquito. She is quick. Elise Fale kicks it out to Lunt. Wide open three for Lunt. No good. And there is foul. Foul's going to be charged, it looks like, to someone on Wasatch.
McKenna's acting like it's on her.
So there must have been some rebound positioning.
Yeah. Somebody must have slipped by her.
There she is right there.
They're both holding each other. I really don't get that one, to be honest with you. I mean, the last person gets caught, right? But they were both holding on to each other.
So far, Provo, to me, gentlemen, it's like they are winning the rebound battle.
Yeah. Boy, Corey, I like the concept of this.
There's a steal by Katy Perry.
We keep closing out too aggressively, and they're going right around us.
Perry knocked the ball out, was last touched by Provo.
You don't have a lot of help side defense.
Right.
I don't know if we can ever get a camera look at head coach for Provo, Amanda Barker. She is often 10 feet out of the floor. There's Garner to Houston.
Great job, Liz. No dribble. That's the way you want to do it.
And that makes it a 1-point game. That's a 6-0 run for Wasatch here with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. 3-point by Provo, no good. Wasatch has time. 15 seconds left here to get a shot off. 12 seconds, 10 seconds. Katy Perry wide, 5 seconds. Somebody's got to get a shot off. That clock in 2 seconds, and it's a steal by Provo. And just could not get that. I would have to say, gentlemen, that's something I'll bet they're going to work on sometime with Wasatch. I'm going to ask Coach Hull about it.
I kind of gave Coach Hull a little bit like, hey, Katie had a lot of turnovers today.
A lot of great play.
And she told me Katie's actually their backup point guard. that she's a really good ball handler, which I don't doubt, but there's too much handling. And the deeper you get into the, to the free throw line, into the paint, you've got way too many hands on it. So,
well, and last week against Salem Hills, that is actually what she did. Katy Perry was, I believe, 6 of 7 of free throws.
Wow.
And 5 of 6 of those were in the last half.
Yeah.
And so with her handling the ball, they had to at some point start fouling, and there was.
Right. I'd say for Katy, not many people like Magic Johnson. If you guys remember, and I'm sure you do, back in the day, he would bring the ball down and start three-quarter court and turn his back and just back down But he's 6'9".
He had the size to do that.
Katy, when you get down there and you turn your back and you try to back in the paint, people are knifing you. One other thing I'll say for Provo, they've let us back into this game because they're shooting three-pointers. And they're casting out. I'm not saying they're bad shots. They're just not making them. And they've kind of they've opened the door to get us back into this game.
Whereas before, you're right. They were down in the paint and making spin moves and able to get open looks. And
boy, the defensive pressure is.
Philly just absolutely hounded by Kate Blunt.
Yeah.
Philly drives, gets the ball down low to Ashley Garner. Garner's going to be surrounded by a couple of Provo defenders and loses the ball.
Well,
So
I really
here
like
comes
to see
Provo.
Ashley just kind of kick that out when she doesn't have anything. I know she's trying to make it work, and that's the game plan, but kick it out and reset it.
Three-pointer open, no good. This
Again.
time Philly with the rebound.
Shoot, guys, I wonder how many they have shot.
Yeah, they've hit it.
Man.
Wasatch, in turn, looking like they want to get it in low. There's a turnover by Wasatch.
Everybody knows where she meant to go. That was a good idea.
Miss layup. That was Rachel Fale. And Wasatch comes down with it. Boy, multiple opportunities missed by Provo so far in this first half. I mean, if we could count at this point, that's 4 or 5 open look
Very nice shot. That's a great jumper.
The little soft 5-footer.
She's playing a lot of defense, and she's getting hounded on offense. She brings the ball up, tends to make you tired. Oh, no foul call.
Wow. Billy got away with that.
But you make a couple buckets, and all of a sudden you're not as tired. And there's a turnover.
Another steal. Another steal by Rachel Fale. And the pass to Tiana Albert, and the bucket, and the foul. The foul is going to be charged, I believe, to Katy Perry. That'll be her second.
Yeah, just a little body pushing into her.
Katie's got 2 already.
And shot good by Kylie Bjorgi. After a brief lead for Wasatch, Provo takes back that lead.
Great pass in the middle to break that, and nobody was there. She turned to face, and nobody was down. Nobody was south.
Yep. Philly's going to look down, gets the shot off. But she was hounded by Tiana Albert.
And that angle there, Corey's right. They are letting him play, but I almost would have called a foul there.
So Provo up 12-10. This is exactly what we expected from these teams. Very even. That's Kenna Garner with the block shot. Ball down quickly. Ashley Garner stole by the speed of Tiana Albert.
Ashley does not like that.
No, in fact, I think Ashley was trying to foul her
She
just out of
was.
frustration, and they still didn't call it.
Here's my take right here on both teams. They're playing so hard on defense.
I don't know. Hard to tell.
They're playing so hard on defense, and they're getting so much pressure to get in the offense. They're tired.
Yeah.
Wow.
These girls are. You can see it in their face. Everything's manic. We're 100 miles an hour.
How did they call that a jump ball? Nobody from Provo even grabbed it yet.
They missed the foul. McKenna Gardner just absolutely obliterated her down there on the block.
Wow.
And then they end up calling. That's hilarious.
Provo inbounding with the possession. This is into the game for Provo Isabel Moyes in just a few moments ago. Otherwise, mostly all the other starters for Provo. There's a three-pointer by Moyes.
Got it.
Wow, good. Right down the pipe. Isabella Moyes. And Provo back to a 5-point lead.
Isabel averages 2 points a game. So that she's
Down low to
mad at
Ashley
it.
Garner.
Great move. Again, Ashley is never square, but she is so strong, and you really kind of learn how to do that when you play with bigger players, and you got to shield your body.
Moyes again with a
killing
wide
it. That
open
was on
look. No good.
That was on the line. That would have been. That looked good to me.
4:40 left here in the first half. Down low
Great
once
give and go.
again
Yep,
to
got the foul. Finally.
Ashley Garner.
So
That's Kenna Garner.
she loves that. That post passes, that entry pass she's got is great. That's a design play, by the way. I'm seeing comes out. McKenna picks it up, and then someone cuts the basket hard.
Ashley Garner with her first opportunity of free throws tonight. Foul was charged to Elise Fale. I believe that's her first personal foul. Ashley misses the first.
That's tired right there.
After a couple of games, several games, over a couple of weeks, Ashley was shooting free throws really well. Last game struggled just a little bit.
She's got that. Those are tired legs. She got a little dip in those knees, which helps you soften that up a little bit. But these girls are tired.
Garner hits the second, and that makes it a 2-point lead for Provo.
It's easy to see on our girls too. They've got white jerseys. Whoops, sorry. She's our girls are red. Their faces are red. Their arms are red. Little lack of oxygen there.
Here's a replay of the fast break. Garner to Garner,
And
to Liava'a.
I'm not a doctor, but I know that look because I used to play that way. There were games I'd catch myself and
That three-pointer by Moyes.
I want to point out one thing on this replay with Feely coming down. This is a veteran, like ahead to set your man up. She knows that the screen's coming, and she wants to go left, but she takes her man right first.
Great
before she goes. She takes him right, sets up the man, and then takes left off that screen.
That's great. Yep. Good coaching too, Corey.
Back to live action here. Provo nursing a 2-point lead, 15-13. Wasatch on there's another three-pointer by Moyes. Moyes looks like she might be in there to shoot the three.
She's getting looks.
Yeah. And she looks balanced, and boy, if those start falling.
Again, like you said, Brent, earlier, when they were cutting to the basket and getting layups, they were much better. And look at that. We just throw that away. Boy.
Both players juking and
jolting. And Provo is just keeping us in this game. We need to be grateful to them.
So Provo will have another shot. Moyes once again, three-pointer. Boy, those look pretty good.
Yeah, from here they look online. I don't know. No.
That's going to be a foul charge to Ashley Garner, I believe.
She is into. To me, that's a little player control, right? And Ashley's moving with her. She's giving ground. It doesn't look like she's reaching.
Yeah, offensive player was definitely initiating contact, but she was trying to bait that call, and she got it.
Yeah,
it's a tough one as a defender, but Ashley's kind of just got to take a step back. She's not going to beat you over the top of you.
Yeah,
step away from the trap. It's
another good look down low for Provo. Missed.
Great backdoor.
Backdoor passes. There's Ashley Garner.
So
just got a little underneath.
Ash is tired, guys. She's a little fatigued.
Wasatch with their own little missed opportunity. And here comes Provo. Moyes, that time held off, kicks it out. This time the three-pointer, a two-pointer.
Moyes is a good little ball handler, too.
Moyes is, yeah. She's not a starter, but it looked like she was one of the first ones off the bench. Wasatch now with that miss by Provo. An opportunity.
Liz!
They got to know that pressure's coming back.
Boy, Moyes is going to get charged with the foul. Boy, she was that close to a steal. and then I guess just got a little too close. And coming off for both teams, a couple of starters. Ashley Garner and Liz Houston comes off, and Rachel Fale and Kylie Bjorgi come off for Provo. Still in there is Tiana Albert hounding the freshman Philly Liava'a.
Yeah, we got to get some ball movement there.
Yeah, the pressure is right in the face.
And another reach by Albert.
Which is hard for me because they've let it be so physical for so long, the whole game.
Right.
And now all of a sudden you decide, I'm going to call these tight ones.
You know, when at some
I
point,
think that's probably what she was just saying to the referee
sure.
right there.
when you do that, call the captains up and go, guys, listen, we're going to have to start buzzing you. You know what I mean, Mr. Bishop?
Wasatch with a new shot clock on that foul. Ball gets down low to Philly Liava'a. Did a little post move of her own.
And listen, we're doing the opposite. They're shooting threes, and we're going to the post game.
Yeah, we've been going very hard to get that ball inside because Coach Holt sees we're not hitting buckets, we're not getting points from outside.
Another great look by Moyes. In fact, I think the coaches were saying, get in her face.
Man.
That one by Moyes hit 2 rims before it came out.
Did she just go over and back?
The 10-second call.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
And
I thought they didn't have the 10-second call on girls. Anyway, obviously they do. So
then it's an easy one because the shot clock tells you. You don't even count it out.
Right. So that turnover gives opportunity to Provo. This game tied for the 3rd time after the start. 3-point shot, no good. Boy, Provo is launching them.
Yeah, lid is on it,
3 points. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Wasatch setting up, not with their Ashley Garner post, but Kenna Garner, and she's going to get the ball down low, and it is slapped away from her.
Just bowl right through that screen. I mean, yeah, Feely doesn't have the ball, but you can't displace a person, and no call.
So Provo with an opportunity, wide open, nice shot blocked by Kenna Garner.
And how did she not get a foul on that? She just skimmed right by her and flipped the ball.
Boy, it just looked like she had all ball, unless there was some body there, but I'm sure Corey and his gang. Philly Liava'a.
There you go.
Drives the lane, beats her defender, gets the shot and the foul.
Okay, it's so fun, guys. Great basketball players.
And they're going to call that. Looks like they're going to give that to Rachel Fale. That could be trouble for Rachel Fale. Oh no, that's only her 2nd personal foul.
Everything breaks down, and then a great player can just take it to the
block
hoop.
shot. Oh my heavens!
Set it up.
Nobody even argued that.
It was just she just barely skimmed by her. That a girl
Philly hits and completes the 3-point play.
Great job, young lady.
I believe that's 5 points.
And that gives Wasatch the lead.
And
the game changes when you're ahead.
Absolutely.
You can play differently.
Yep, yeah, absolutely.
And when you're behind, you got to play different when you're behind. You got to take risks.
Agree.
You got to.
Nice steal.
Steal by Philly.
Come on.
Going to end up with Provo, and head coach Amanda Barker calls a quick timeout.
She can dive for the ball, but when she dived through our player, you gotta ring her up. And number 10 she's got 2 fouls. That could have been her 3rd.
Shot again.
She's getting an earful from her coach down there in the huddle. Like number 10 cannot afford to get in foul trouble for Provo.
Yeah, between the 3 different guards, Albert, Rachel Fale, and Kylie Bjorgi, plus the first player off the bench, Isabel Moyes. Provo definitely has some great guard play.
Wow. Yeah, they handle the ball really well. They don't shoot for a high percentage. I'm looking at some of these girls, their averages a game, and a lot of it's coming off 3. They're also averaging 3-pointers. I made a note.
Okay.
Rachel Fale has got 36 3-pointers this year.
Inbound play for Provo goes off.
More than double the next person at 17, so she flings it up.
Checking into the game for Provo
Looks like
is number 2 that we do not have on
we don't
the
have
roster.
that name.
So we'll check on that for the Provo fans. There's an inbound play for Wasatch. 59 seconds left here in the first half. Wasatch on a, let's see, that's going to be a 6-0, 7-0 run right now with a 3-point lead. 3-pointer by Kenna Garner, just off the mark, but
And
Liz
a rebound.
Houston
Good job, Liz.
brings down the offensive board. Boy, that hurt Provo right there. Philly's going to drive all the way to the bucket and get fouled. Basket doesn't fall.
I know I get on a narrative and I keep doing it, but McKenna just, there was no legs in that. Kind of, she's kind of going through the motion right now.
While Philly Leva's shooting, we want to do a shout out to her grandfather, Kent Hatch, who is normally everywhere Philly plays in person, but tonight sick at home. And Kent Hatch, we wish you the best. Hope you're feeling better soon, because we'd love to have you back in the gym.
Hope then. This feed is great.
But we are happy to have you watching.
Yeah,
Sting
so
TV.
glad that you get to watch anyway.
Philly misses both, but Kenna Garner standing there. Liz Houston's going to take 2. Oh, in and out. And the rebound, big time rebound by Elise Fale.
Liz doesn't shoot very much, so that was a good shot by her.
Wow.
Are you going to call a foul or are you going to call it out?
He was calling it out of bounds, but boy, right in front of the bench of Wasatch.
Yeah. Well, and 2, she reached in front of her. That very well could have been a foul.
That very easily could have been, yeah. It looked like the ball went off of Provo is what Wasatch coaches were. 3-point attempt. Looked at it for a second. Moya is not in the game right now. Provo down to 6 seconds on the shot clock. And, that's going to be a foul right at 3.8 seconds by
McKenna's
Kenna Garner.
bummed about that. Looks like she'll have 2.
That was Tiana Albert with the great drive baseline.
She's been pretty quiet. She's been quiet, Brent. She's their leading scorer. She's been really quiet. And most of the ball movement for Provo is out here on the perimeter. They have not looked inside very often. Or at all.
This is the first. Albert tonight with 2 points. Kenna Garner will come out for the last 3.8 seconds. That was Kenna Garner's second personal foul. Albert misses the second one. Philly just quite couldn't get a handle on it before she
eyes went to the clock at her feet and hands.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting opportunity for Provo now. 2.4 seconds. And where you don't want Wasatch to foul.
Just keep the ball going back.
And there's just
towards the hoop.
exactly what they had an opportunity
no
for.
call.
Boy, that play was written up perfectly. Amanda Barker absolutely looking for the foul call. We'd have to look at the replay to see if there was a bump there or if she just momentum fell.
Oh, Provo coach is upset, and I don't blame her.
Yeah, she is.
She puts her in the bleachers at the end, and just like Corey mentioned earlier, they let them get away with a lot of.
Boy, that was just drawn up perfectly, and we'll see if there was a bump, and absolutely a little bump there. I think Wasatch definitely got away with a little.
It was kind of after the shot, and so I don't know if he was looking at that, but they've let them be loose on the calls, and this is a veteran staff. And so my guess is they got together and said, "Hey guys, we don't want to let's not slow the game down by blowing the whistle every 5 seconds, and let's let these girls play." But in doing so, you're kind of creating a little bit of a monster. And they've let them go, and man, these girls are going 100 miles an hour, both sides, almost like my talking here.
So the end. That's exactly what we want. At the end of the second quarter there, Provo did score a bucket to free that dry spell, but it was Wasatch with a 6-2 run at the end. And it will be 18-15 halftime score here in the nest at Wasatch. We thank you for joining us here on Sting TV. We're going to let you watch. I believe this is Cheer, right? This is Wasatch Cheer. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV.
Stand by.
Out. Half-court shot. $50. The yellow line. Here we go. $50 for each shot. Looking good. That's good. First basket. Okay. Let's do it. That was awesome. Who's it? Garner Key. 50 mils. Great shot, buddy. It wasn't big, but it still counts. He called it. Oh. Yeah, let's go 20 for the next three. 20 for the next three. Go. Kevin shot, come on out. It's online. Oh. Here we go. It's looking good. Oh. Last shot, we got the drum line. Oh, look at that line. Oh, off the rim. Go ahead, shoot. Oh, yes. Okay, we got one more. Come on up. Yeah, I'm up. No. Nice form. Get a little closer. Yeah, look at that. Go up to the three-point line. Here's the final shot. It's unshort. Okay, we'd like to welcome all the way from Timber Lakes, your Wasatch drum line. Thank you, Ron. We love the shades. Ready for the second half. We'd like to thank tonight's referees who are again wearing the same shirt.
Welcome back, everybody. Wasatch High School. This is Sting TV. Wasatch Wasps, Lady Wasps, hosting the Provo Bulldogs with an 18-15 halftime lead, and we're about to start. Kim Purdy, what's the key for Wasatch to
Well, you
win
know,
this game?
we've talked a little bit at halftime. They need to slow down the pace a little bit offensively and set something up, and go to the post. I mean, I don't know that anybody can stay with the Garner girls when they get hot.
Yeah.
And as far as Provo goes, they
Ball
just
down
need
low to Kenna Garner.
They need to just keep
Misses
shooting
out.
threes because they're shooting themselves right out of the game. But they're still in it. It's a 3-point spread here, and we just cannot pull away. There's a
Kenna Garner had a good look there, got her own rebound and kicked it back out. Once again,
Nice
ball
job.
movement. Kenna Garner under the baseline, working hard to get open.
outstanding.
And Philly found her. Basket didn't fall, but Kenna will shoot two.
You know, it just proves that Corey and I are such great minds. Coach Hull is listening to everything we said, and that's what you're seeing. You mentioned it, the ball movement and looking for the cutter in the low post. And that has proved to be, you know, whether you get it at the line or you get it at the bucket, either way.
All right.
Nice shot.
Kenna Garner, senior for Wasatch.
Hopefully this pace slows down a little bit, not so manic. I don't think that was good for our girls. We got tired.
Garner calmly sinks both. Those are her first 2 points of the night. There's a little
Wow.
trap. by Wasatch. Wasatch applying a little pressure here at half court. The ball gets across.
Whoa.
And
Are you
I'm not
kidding
sure
me?
what they're going to call there.
I think they're going to call it on Ashley.
Doesn't look like they're calling a foul. Looks like it just got knocked
Good
out of
job.
bounds.
Dodged a bullet there.
And so Provo will retain possession. Wasatch back to their starters from the beginning of the game, as is Provo.
Looks like they're on the same defense too, Coach. Good
Kenna
job,
Garner
McKenna.
with the steal. She finds Liz Houston, and that's a turnover.
Now it looks like Coach Hull is going to slow things down. Good job, Coach. Back cuts, picks.
Wasatch. Kenna out there in that three-point range that she likes. And there goes a Kenna Garner three-pointer, no good. Misses the rim. And I think it looks to me like that is a planned play that Coach Hull is totally fine with it. She has a nice little shot. It looks balanced.
Yep.
And she hasn't hit one in a couple of games. Great ball movement by Provo, and this time shot no good. That time blocked
and
by
no foul
Ashley
call.
Garner.
Wow. So they're letting, and we're picking up right where we left off the first half, Brent. They're letting them play. That's a pretty good bump.
You know, the first drive, Ashley stood straight up. I thought that was good.
Right.
But then it was Bjorgi that got her own rebound and went up. And that's when, I agree. It looked like, here's that play.
Great.
First one, she's straight up. But Bjorgi, with a little push off, got it. And then right there, I thought
somebody in there. So both teams kind of doing what they need to. Corey, you just sat down. We just said Wasatch is slowed down, running picks, looking for the low, some low post stuff. And so is Provo. They're moving the ball pretty well.
Oh, yeah.
She walked.
One
She knew it, too. That was kind of funny.
I love
she was like,
Tiana Albert. She's a great little player.
Yo, she's a buzzsaw.
And just a great hustler.
And our great player right there, Feely. Nice job. Oh, my goodness.
So they're going to call the offensive foul on Feely Leava'a. I think that is, I'm trying to see the number. I'm pretty sure it's Kylie Bjorgi. Here is that play. No, not quite.
Wow.
Yeah, they just.
Was she set? I didn't see. I didn't know if she was set. Was she set?
We'll take a look at it again when we get a break here. But
Wasatch with that full court pressure. Provo breaks it. There's Bjorgi.
Wow.
With the drive. No good. Boy, how many looks
They
does Provo
cannot
had?
finish.
Just
They are struggling right there.
heartbreaking. There's another steal.
Oh,
I'm not sure. They're going to call
wait a minute.
Philly. They're going to call Philly
Oh, my goodness.
with another foul there. That is.
It looked like she got fouled.
That's going to be Philly.
I am lost.
Philly's third. Yeah, I mean, the girl fell on Philly.
Coach Hull's lost. Then we got to pull Feely out.
But again, that was made by Tiana Albert.
They've switched her already, so I'm not sure how many Feely has.
And that time they're going to call that one on Provo as an offensive foul.
Oh, we got
on Elise Fale.
Man, guys, I love the fire from Ashley. Look at that. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
she's pretty set. Yeah,
She was standing there.
in a really good spot, and that was well played. Provo with their own full court pressure.
Sure.
Here comes Ashley Garner. She looks
a little
forward
too late, Ash.
just a second
Yeah,
late.
Great idea.
Knocked out of bounds.
Great idea.
By Rachel Fale. And she was open for a couple seconds.
Yeah,
and
she
then-
was. The idea was great.
So Wasatch will have the ball under their own basket. Provo has not scored a bucket this
There you go.
quarter.
it's physical.
Wasatch only has one.
Too physical. Coach Lang, too physical. We're just not getting.
I agree.
It's not productive. We're not getting anything done. We can't.
That plays into Provo's hand. I
Yeah.
think that's part of the game plan, right? That's the grittiness, the scrappiness that they try to turn that game into. They are athletic and scrappy.
Kylie Bjorgi's given the foul for Provo.
Good.
We've seen Cicely Clark, as we mentioned, in the game in a game for Wasatch for the first time in over 2 weeks.
Good to see.
But I don't think we've seen Cicely take a shot yet.
No, you can tell she's definitely slowed down, but the ball handling that
Yeah.
she brings, the
Yeah.
ball security.
She had a few quick turnovers in that full pressure stuff, and I think Coach set her for a minute, but she's going to have to get some good minutes for Feely so we don't get her in foul trouble down the stretch. And it's a 5-point lead, which seems like right here astronomical. The way these girls are
Yeah,
scoring.
when it's 20-15 in the third, 5 points is a lot.
This is
So an uncharacteristic turnover that
Boy.
time by Provo.
You can hear
And
that.
they get it right back. This time it's stolen by Rachel Fale. Out of the hands of Katie
Whoa.
Perry. Elise Fale drives. Shot no good. I believe it might
Great
have been
save.
deflected. So the shot clock remains at 20 seconds down.
Kate Lund is a ball of fire. My goodness.
Yeah.
Great save.
Provo gonna bring it down. Shot clock now down to 7. Somebody's gonna have to take a shot. 3. Shot clock at 1. The shot is
Open.
off, and it's
Wow. That was big.
good. Rachel Fale,
That was big.
not only big, but 3-pointer right at the shot clock, and another
Here she
steal
is
by
again.
Provo.
Kate Lund.
Boy, the tide has completely changed.
That young lady,
here in
solid
the
handles.
last 30 seconds for Provo. There's a pass
Good
off.
idea.
It's going to
Yep,
be
that's
off.
coming our way.
Looks like fumbled just a little bit by Elise Fale. There's the 3-pointer.
Wow.
Good.
She was squared up and money on that one. You know, you see why Provo may have dropped some games here. They do a lot of things good. They just don't finish
Well,
very well.
where they were so close. You were talking about how close their games were.
Yeah.
Out of their 4 losses, 2 of them by 1
Wow.
point.
And it's just pure. I think the energy. They keep the energy so high.
Cicely Clark with her first 3-pointer in 2 weeks. No good. Philly with the offensive
A
pickup.
little hard to go up.
Ashley
Ash.
Garner with the pickup shot. No good. And
No foul, girls.
Elise Fale of Provo pulls down the rebound.
Great.
Provo
Oh.
down quick. There's another Rachel Fale 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Hits no rim, but
Very
saved
smart play.
almost by
Cicely Clark,
Kate
very
Lund.
smart play, kind of boxing her out so she can't go to save it.
So Wasatch gets a fresh clock and an opportunity still with a 2-point lead. 20-18. Not many points scored by either team this quarter.
Coach Hull's slowing it down again. This is good coaching.
Now, this is the composure that I was talking about.
Yeah.
You want to just
Philly.
control the game.
And even Feely, so I don't know that too much by design. She pumped her up, and then she gets hit from behind, but she slowed down a little bit. I think it's a little bit of fatigue too, but I think Coach Hill's message was slow it down. Let's get something in the paint. We have not tried a lot of 3-pointers, which I just think it's impressive for a team. Be mature, know where your money's at. Get in there.
Philly misses the first. Guys, I'm going to throw this at you. When's the last time you saw Ashley Garner with only 5 points through almost 3 quarters?
And I don't think it's the finger that's hurting her. I think her intensity she's been all over the court. She's played a little emotional at times, I think, which I love about her, but that might have.
Philly misses both.
She just looks red-faced today, guys.
And if you look at the totals, I mean, 5 points is a quarter of the team's score.
Yeah,
true.
true.
That's true, too. Which typically she is that, right?
Yeah.
She's usually a quarter or a third.
As far as the game's going, she's well right in the range of where she should. But
well, we get
3-pointer by Provo, no good. Cicely Clark's going to come out with the rebound, and immediately she is hounded. Provo seems to just want to be hounding every second on the ball.
That's the Bulldog.
I love that, yeah.
Nice shut off right there.
Oh, the ball lands right in the hands
in and out. Wait a minute.
of Amelia Brown. She's going to come up with it.
Check that,
Liz
Coach.
Houston with the 3-pointer, no good. Cicely Clark almost comes up with it, but Provo, here comes Provo really quickly.
Listen, if the ball goes up underneath and then comes
Great
back down,
passing.
If it breaks the cylinder,
I'm going to say that looked pretty close to that.
Great passing by Provo. gets the ball to Kylie Bjorgi under the basket. She gets fouled. Basket doesn't fall, but Bjorgi will shoot 2.
It does break the cylinder.
I'm telling you, guys.
It did.
It went up and then back down.
Bjorgi, wow. Just a lid on the basket for both teams.
Yeah, Grant, absolutely.
Well, that's what she was trying to do, is knock that off, So we'll see if it worked.
Minute 51 left here in the third quarter. Philly, Leila, and Kenna Garner come out.
We're locked on the ball as it's moving around, and I haven't seen the game. They may be doing something to Ashley where they're double teaming her.
I think you're right. Yeah,
and she's working a little harder than normal.
Forced pass there. Another turnover.
Okay,
Forced pass
slow
by
down.
Provo. Another turnover. Here comes Wasatch now. 1 minute. Hardly time has gone off the
Flash.
clock. I don't know if there's another turnover on a pass. Both teams not well at the full court press right now offensively. That time they're going to call.
See, you bail her out. She's out of control. Now Ash has got 3 fouls on her.
Yeah, that's Ashley will have 3 fouls. Foul's going to be charged to Ashley Garner.
Gents, Katie,
and once again, Kylie Bjorgi.
probably the third or fourth turnover for Katy Perry. That's not normal for her. She's kind of got her head down a little bit, but they've been big too.
That time Bjorgi sinks the first one. Elise Fale comes out of the game for Provo. Right now, a small lineup for Provo. Bjorgi sinks both, and that is a tie
Look at
game.
that.
That's the 4th tie of
Bulldogs
this game.
up by 1, Coach.
Oh,
Bulldogs up by 1.
Those
I
two.
thought they only had 18. There's
That's a
pass
great
down
pass.
low to Ashley
There you go.
Garner. Cicely Clark with the assist.
That was a
to
great-
Ashley Garner.
It's a great assist.
So I guess I was wrong. I thought they were at 18. I swear they were at 18.
They were a little slow putting one of those on.
Yep. Shot no good
No, that's ours.
by
That's
Provo. That was Luntz with the 3-pointer. And the ball just deflected off of, I believe
Great
it deflected
play.
off of Tiana Albert. Checking into the game for Wasatch is Ava Collette. Collette got some quality minutes in the other night against Salem Hills, as well as Reagan Price. Ball movement
Great job,
by
girls.
Wasatch. Hardly a dribble,
Yeah, not
breaking
touching
that
the floor.
full court press, ending with Ashley Garner and Ken Purdy's here at the table giving a little
Man,
applause.
you have to. That's fantastic. And I'm going to tell you what, the team that's more fundamental, more fundamentally sound towards the end of this game is going to win this thing.
Pass, score. Boy, it looked like almost could have got a foul.
Yeah,
on that too,
yeah.
but-
Oh, I think she did get a foul.
But for what's been going, a pretty good no
Sure,
call, I guess,
sure,
if it's going to
yeah.
be that way. So for both sides,
Staying in step, right?
Provo down to 30 seconds.
Great back there.
There's another shot blocked
Yep, and step.
by Ashley Garner.
Listen, and on that dribble drive right there, 23. Now that's the second girl she's bumped. Now I hope if
Little bit of bump, yeah.
you've got family watching for 23, I like the fire, but you kind of got to get that under control. She bumped McKenna as she was dribbling the ball, and now she's bumped into Ava when they went underneath.
Inbound pass mishandled. Provo with the opportunity. They're down to 5 seconds on their shot clock. There's going to be a 3-pointer, this time by Fale. No good, but the offensive board and another offensive
Late.
board. And that is
Oh, my
always,
gosh.
because how many times, Corey, do offensive boards result in some type of positive play?
Yep, whether you get in the bucket or not. And I thought she had the first rebound. She had the inside position, got it.
Let me give
She
you.
turned her back and dribbled out.
Here's
Yeah.
my
Yeah, true.
narrative. We have got, so our girls are kind of given the little, there's some frustration out there, and it's because of this physical play, and both teams are a little, there's a little gasoline on some emotions here. McKenna was not happy. She kind of came out. I like McKenna getting a little attitude though.
These are great games though in the season to be able to play because they
Yeah.
Right.
they just they're going to build that mental toughness that
Right.
you're going to need into a tournament
Yeah,
situation.
your first and second round of the tournament's going to be just like this.
Bjorgi misses the second. I believe that's 4 out of 6 for her, however, in the last minute. Clock down to 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Provo has a chance here. And she just didn't know the time. Otherwise, she could have done a little shot.
Hey,
Kate Lunt. Boy, that was just relentless.
So my catchword of the day, my kids, hey, is chippy. We are playing a little chippy today on both sides, guys. I was kind of pointing the finger at Provo, but our Wasatch girls are just as chippy. Man, that is a
chippy. The term for aggressiveness with a little.
There you go.
A little attitude.
Very well defined.
Well.
We're walking by, we're getting a little shoulder into each other. And you know where that comes from? If you played the game, you were frustrated at yourself, right? And that girl, you give me your pressure, you kind of want to give it back a little bit. That defines a rough night.
So, in between third and fourth quarters, Wasatch retains a 24-22 lead. This game has had multiple lead changes and ties. Provo led after the first quarter 9-8, but then from there it's mostly been Wasatch. 18-15 halftime score and a 24-22 end of third quarter score. So Wasatch going into the final quarter. What's important here for Provo High School? What do they need to do to close out this game? They've stayed close. What do they do here?
Stop shooting
on the road.
Stop shooting threes, and you've got to convert when you're under the basket. They have not got easy layups. They haven't looked for easy layup, but they're not going to win this from the 3-point line. I don't think. And it kind of seems like they've had a little bit of success doing that, Brent. And they're waiting for that. And of course, they're only down by 2.
Yeah, Provo most definitely with an opportunity here on the road, and it would be both a huge lift for Provo and a devastating loss for Wasatch.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, case in point,
as Houston comes up with the ball, she has Lunt behind her. Houston has it knocked out. Oh, I would have thought if the ball was knocked out of her hand, that wouldn't have been travel. But
wow. Well, back to what I was saying about the perimeter game. 55 for Provo. Felly's catching it out here at the 3-point line. That's not where you want her catching the ball. Get her at a low block and let her go to work.
Referee, he called that, yelled at by the Wasatch bench. Yeah. Provo breaks that press easily. But he jawed a little bit with a fan in the stands. 3-point, no good. Garner kicks it out. Another 3-point attempt, no good. This time Liz Houston comes up with immediately. She is double teamed. It just seems like if there's 3 players here, there's got to be somebody open. Wasatch, a little one-on-one for Ashley Garner.
There you go.
And the foul's going to be charged to Elise Fale. Fale smiling a little bit. That's going to be 4 fouls on Elise Fale.
Ash's game's going to evolve, but I'd like her to turn and square up and just use the glass and knock that down.
One more step on that spin.
Yeah, I wouldn't even spin, Brent. I just turn around, square up. She's a good enough shooter.
Ashley Garner misses the first. Once again, Ashley Garner.
Yeah, Ash just kind of finished that like that, but that's not how she shot it. Her hand kind of came off to the right.
Boy, the referee talking with head coach Amanda Barker on the sideline.
She's 10 feet outside the box on the court, giving him an earful that whole time.
Ashley Garner misses both free throws. 3-pointer attempt by Rachel Fale, no good.
It's online, guys. There's no question about it, but I just don't know if that's a shot they want. They just want to make this up in one basket.
Into the game still for Wasatch is Ava Collette. Again, getting some quality time. Feely's going to take a little uncontested.
I don't like that shot.
10-footer.
I think she was surprised she was open.
I think she was surprised.
She looked at Ava, and I think she just no, I'm going to keep this and don't reach, Feely.
Provo with an opportunity here to tie this game again. There's Albert, kicks it out Provo looking actually a little tentative.
Yeah. Well,
There's a three-pointer by Fale. Good.
Yeah. Boy.
Rachel
I just said
Fale.
a three-pointer won't win that. I might be eating my words.
Well, I've always said, if you shoot enough of them, one of them's got to
Right.
win.
And that is a first lead of the second half for Provo. There's the football pass. Ashley Garner. That's going to go to Provo.
Foul.
Off of Ashley Garner's foot, out of bounds.
How does he not? She's picking her pocket from behind.
I don't know. I think that's just pretty good defense.
Man.
And I think, you know,
He was there.
Ashley's got to know she's right there and just can pull it. I know she's thinking layup, but that three-pointer's blocked by Cicely
Good job.
Clark. And Wasatch, again, the double team here. Provo
But
just relentless with the double team.
You said it earlier, Brent. One pass is going to beat it. These two girls are not getting back.
Feely gets it down
Oh,
low,
how?
gets it.
Great.
Ends up in the hands of Ashley Garner.
How does she fit that in there?
Shouldn't have happened.
Holy
Because we're
cow,
off.
I think-
People are in.
She was well guarded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you traveled. Oh, come on.
And so the timeout is going to be called.
Yeah, that's one of
by
those plays that the player
head
just
Coach Amanda Barker of Provo.
breaks the rules, but it works.
Yeah. It's Coach Barker is she's got to be ecstatic where they are right now in this game because they should be down by 10 to 15
There's a three-pointer by Fale.
and they have scrapped. And I said three-pointer's not going to win this game, and it might be the only thing.
Well, you know, and I thought of what you're saying that they have taken a lot and missed a
Yeah.
lot. But boy, if it starts falling for
Yeah.
Provo,
And there's, always,
Wasatch, they have let so many open shots.
and there's always a chance, right?
yeah.
Especially when you've got that 1 point swing both ways, and then you get up 3.
Well, this is my view right now. Provo, to me, looks almost more confident than Wasatch
Yeah.
does at the moment, which is really saying a lot with Wasatch being on their home floor.
Well, they have every reason to be more confident.
Yeah.
You're only down one on the road. You got 3 timeouts left. Both teams have 5 fouls. And the refs have officiated the game.
Yeah,
To your
absolutely.
style.
Absolutely.
While we're at a break in the action,
Absolutely.
we wanted to point out once again on the screen our sponsors that have been supportive of us all season. And I am aching for some Gucci Goo
Man.
barbecue.
Every time we start talking about that, it's like Pavlov's dog, right? I'm salivating over here.
Provo under their own basket, down 1. 5:12 left in this game.
Man, and not a lot of turnovers.
Great
by Provo.
passing there. Pass
That's
once again. Kylie Biorge, the product. She is the leading
Wow.
scorer for Provo.
And there's no reason that young lady should be that deep down in there. She is amongst the trees, but she makes it happen. That's a great pass.
And the pass down low right to Kenna. And Kenna frustrated. Boy, that was right. Just an opportunity. But they did break the press that time. I think the difference of the press of Provo is they do an immediate 2-person on the ball
Yep.
harassment. I mean, it is.
Which to your point, Bren, leave somebody open, and that girl is just not coming up calling for the ball, or they're on her so
Or at least
fast,
one
can't
of
get
the
it.
one of the ones
Yeah.
in the midcourt,
Yeah.
maybe just a little bit more. I mean, with 2 or 3 on the ball here,
Yeah.
it seems like the midcourt could just grab it and go,
Yeah.
and then you'd have numbers. But boy, I know it's harder than it looks for
Liz
sure.
Houston's got quick hands.
Provo now with the lead.
That a girl, Feely. She read that the entire way.
That now is after that basket. That is the 5th lead change of the game now tonight. Philly
Just take her to the hole,
driving.
bub.
She's going to
That's
get it
a nice
to Ashley
job.
Garner.
Nice job.
Give
Man,
the
that was
assist
a
to
veteran
Philly
move.
Leava'a.
Boy, that was such a smart.
And there's a steal.
Oh.
Kept. Held
Man, we
by
are-
Wasatch for a moment.
Guys,
And
we
see,
are
immediately
tired.
she's going to be double teamed right there.
And no
And
foul.
here comes, and she's
Oh,
just not
Ash.
able to hold on. And I just happened to look across at Parents Garner.
Yeah, I
Across the way.
did too
Looking
earlier.
a little, just saying, Calm down. It's okay. You're all right.
They're both being college athletes themselves. They are living every moment.
But they look really calm.
Yeah,
I mean, they
sure,
look-
yeah.
Yeah.
At least they sit down, right? Inside. Oh,
So, again, there's some replays while we're at a break in the action. Kylie Bjorge, the leading scorer for, and there you can see just a great little pump fake. Get Ashley Garner off her feet a little bit, and Bjorge has been dynamic.
these guys, I am absolutely exhausted watching this game. It is just,
It's been draining.
and now the nerves coming up.
Philly Leva with her own little assist. Again, 2 people on her.
I want
And you'd think normally that's not a great way to do it, but boy, it has paid off.
I think Kent Hatch is probably glad that he is at home watching this, because he's probably screaming and yelling right now, because this is a barn burner.
Well, Kent Hatch, we appreciate you watching. Hope you're feeling better.
That's one of the benefits of watching it at home. You can pause it, walk away for a second,
Right.
get yourself a snack or something, and then come back when you're ready. But
Boy, I tell you what, Feely has earned her keep today. She has kept us in this game.
Philly Leva, 9 points, playing with 3 fouls. Ashley Garner, 13 points with 2 fouls. And there's a steal a la Provo from Liz Houston coming up from behind.
Great job, girl.
Liz Houston, always animated.
The freshman is growing up.
Very
the
athletic.
composure, you've got a lead, you've got the clock, get the play you want.
3:30 left in the game. There's a pass down to Kenna Garner. No foul called. That's going to go to Provo. Kenna looking
Got
a
a
little
little
frustrated.
too low, too flat under the backboard, so the angle was off. But
Kenna's frustrated.
I like the idea, back pick,
Absolutely.
get the ball going into the post.
And Corey, you usually come out with at least a foul, right? And because we're just so loose on that, we're not able to get that.
Quick passing.
That's a great
It's Provo
pass.
a shot. That shot's going to be blocked, but it was
She stood,
fouled by
Corey,
somebody.
she stood straight up. I mean, she didn't even jump.
I'm wondering if it's going to be.
She just
Yeah, they're going to
swatted
give
it.
the foul to Cicely Clark.
Oh, on the ground. Okay.
So it'll be down low.
So it wasn't
Here's the baseline view of
a
that.
great pass.
Clark right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I see where it's coming from, but still, as much as you're letting go,
Tiana Albert hits the first.
That was
another tie this game.
Elise Falley, that was a fantastic pass by her.
Multiple times tonight. That has been the case.
They are really good ball handlers. I said Provo does a lot of stuff good.
They push it very well, too,
Yeah.
against the pressure.
Just not
Albert
finishing.
misses the second, so it is a tie game. There's that double team again.
Ill-advised.
Double team again.
Okay, guys, you got to get control of this.
Yeah, that's equal to a prayer.
Right.
You know, the doubles come, dead ball dribbles, you
Yeah.
just shuck it up and hope.
So there's nobody on the backside. So you got to have that guard hang back on the other side, I think, to help her with the pressure.
Track back. Give them, release the pressure.
Yeah, sure, you want to throw it down, but if it's not there,
Another pass thrown away. Wasatch. Turnover.
Okay.
Gives Provo an opportunity here.
I don't like Feely chasing so much. She's got three fouls on her.
At least.
Man,
Ale.
she's not done that all game, but that was a perfect time to do that.
Another lead change in this game. That's 6 lead changes. There's again, the trap. Here comes Ashley Garner. Garner's going to drive and shoot.
Yeah.
It ended up good for us, but we're just putting our head down and going. There's no rhyme or reason in this.
No, the pressure has got Wasatch
Yep.
really frustrated.
Yeah.
And part of that's the tempo of the game, the officiating of the game, you know, how physical it is. It's got Wasatch frustrated for sure.
That foul is charged to Elise Fale, and she is out of this game.
Wow.
With 5 fouls.
That was a quiet 5 fouls, my friend. Had no idea.
We tried following last week. It seems like twice we looked on the board and we thought somebody had 5 fouls. And
she's upset too. She's played really, really well. And it's been a quiet night for her, but
Fale finishes with 2 points and very, very many change shots defensively.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Even if there weren't any block shots, which there might have been.
Congratulations.
Ashley Garner sinks both, and that's another tie in this game, 30-all. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in this game. There's a three-pointer. Fale, good. Rachel Fale.
So, Brent, you're seeing we're applying pressure, and we're not getting back fast enough.
And the press continues to pay dividends for Provo. The double-team press. And Wasatch just not able to
They are a great
find
passing
the open
team.
person.
We're getting our hand in a lot, but they really move the ball well. Right? But
2 minutes left in this game. Provo up 3.
there she is.
And
She's open.
Another shot. Good. Rachel Fale.
Rachel averages 8 points a game, and she's at 15.
Ashley Garner is going to drive all the way,
Straight up,
gets her own
Ash.
rebound, and puts it in. That will stop the spell, the scoring drought for Wasatch.
This 4 points couldn't be larger for Provo at this point. With the limited scoring we got going on.
Just like we said, if they started hitting their threes.
Yep. And we do, yeah, you know, and again, I made my words. They're not going to win it by the 3-point line, man, and they are winning it by the 3-point shot.
But you're right. Only if they start fouling. So the lead was the biggest of the night for Provo at 6. That basket by Ashley Garner makes it 4. But boy, Provo in control of this important game on the road.
And I'm telling you, this
in the Region 9.
This 4 point seems like 10. I mean, this is a good wide margin.
So while we're out of break in the action here with this timeout, we want to take a look at the schedule for both of these teams.
Yeah.
Coming up after this really important road game for Provo, who's on a 4-game losing streak, they actually have a couple of home games. They will play Spanish Fork at home this Friday night, and then the following 1 week from tonight, they will play Salem Hills.
Man,
Provo with an opportunity
yes,
to
absolutely,
really
Brent.
make a big jump in the standings.
Absolutely.
With a very athletic team and a strongly coached
and in our side, Wasatch girls going to be on the road.
And Provo has 2-on-1. Shot is good.
Holy smokes.
That is Josie Denton. She's come off the bench. He
2
came
points a game, and that was just a hit it. Nice job.
Wasatch with their own breaking of the press. Kenna Garner.
God, I don't
great
like
passing there by Wasatch. 34-38, a minute 10.
She's clearing.
Left in this game. Another three-pointer. Fale.
Oh, my gosh.
Rachel Fale. Third three-pointer in the last 2 minutes.
Oh, my heavens.
The lead is now 7.
She's feeling it. One more pass.
And once again, Wasatch does
score.
score.
3 there.
They break the press.
Oh, my goodness.
Kenna Garner, again, the recipient of great passing right under the basket. This time she makes the bucket and gets the foul. There's the pass again. Liz Houston. Liz Houston's got to have half a dozen assists tonight.
So she leads. So Rachel does lead the
Kenna Garner timely.
Provo with 36 threes, so she can hit them.
50 seconds left.
She's proved
I think that's supposed to be 37, right? The score. There's a steal by Wasatch. Here comes Ashley Garner. She's going to
head down,
find Liz Houston under the basket. But Wasatch is going to. I gotta be wrong. I guess I'm wrong. I thought it was 30. Philly with the shot, no good. She gets her own rebound. She gets it down to
pass.
Ashley Garner, who scores.
Still.
And a timeout going to be called by Provo. This game closer than Provo wants it to be. But boy, Rachel Fale, 3 3-pointers in less than 2 minutes. Here's Wasatch breaking the press the first time.
And those have been easy if we could get more of those. But man,
there's the third 3-pointer by Rachel Fale. And I believe that's 20 seconds left in the game, right?
Yeah.
So I still don't know a score at this point. I swear they should have been at 37.
That was a tough basket for us on the last. They are not making
it is
it
39.
easy.
Yeah. So it is 39. I'm sorry to interrupt you,
Okay,
Ken.
no.
So it is going to be Wasatch 39, Provo 41, which is what I thought it was supposed to be.
And how many times have we seen coming down, steal, and a basket? So we're not out of this thing, and that is way better than 3 or 4.
So what it is here, gentlemen, Wasatch has to foul, right? They have to go for the steal.
Try to get a steal. The possession arrow is yours.
I think you got 10 seconds. I think you got 10 seconds to give to see what happens. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, you got to, if they cross the time, if they
See
cross
if you can get a trap, steal off the tie up off the
Yeah.
first. If not, then you're going to have to foul in the second.
Yeah.
You can't.
We've got some to give too. Nobody's in, we got a couple with 3, but.
Well, you're sitting at a perfect spot with 6 fouls. So it is a bonus, 1 and 1. You're not going to be putting them into 2 shots yet for quite a while. So
they're going to split.
Provo in the
They're going to
bonus.
split.
Provo gets the ball, just what they wanted.
Now you got a foul.
And that's going to be no foul called. There's finally a foul.
Oh, my goodness.
Philly's saying, please call the foul.
No kidding.
Only 6 seconds go off the
Now
clock.
you decide to put the whistle away.
Yeah.
So Rachel Fale, right now the hero for Provo, the Provo Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly who you want on the line.
18 points and
it's a big shot.
9 of them in the last minute and a half.
She's got the momentum. She got the touch.
She will shoot 1 and 1. So this is 1 and 1 action. Wasatch, and she sinks the first. That is a dagger. As now it is a 2-possession game. Is that correct? Oh, it's
1.
Oh,
if she hits this second
so
shot.
it was only 41. My mistake. Sorry. Yeah. So it is still 3-point game.
Plenty of time.
Yeah.
14 seconds. But that second one does make it a 2-possession game. So Wasatch and Rachel Fale, absolute killer MVP of this game.
Well, I'll
right
tell you
now.
what, they have our number, right?
30 seconds.
I mean, there's certain teams that you come into and you're like, we match up well with this team. We do not match up well with this team for some reason. And they expose us.
Well, like you said, Ken, they were 1-point losers to Maple and Salem on the road. So you know that they were
fiery.
Absolutely good team. And just a rough 4-game stretch. But, boy, they are on the verge right now of ending that losing streak.
So the defensive pressure,
Wasatch.
the lack of turnovers on their end. I mean, they've been really good. They've turned the ball over, breaking the full court pressure. But once they get the pressure broke, they don't turn the ball over a whole lot.
Wasatch is going to what? Are they going to come down, just get a quick bucket?
You got
3-pointer doesn't help them at this point.
Yeah, and you might even try to go to the 3 and lean into somebody. I don't know.
Provo not doing the.
It's just got to be quick.
Court.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, it's got to be
Billy's
quick.
going to come down. 13 seconds, 12 seconds. She's going to get it over to Kenna Garner. Garner's going to take a 12-footer, no good, and the rebound goes to Provo.
Kenna
this
has
game
just
is
not
over.
been on. Poor Kenna is just not had that
Kenna
behind it.
Looked like she might have had a couple of steps maybe to go.
Super frustrated.
Amanda Barker, head coach at Provo, just ecstatic.
Boy.
And you're right, guys. Was it you, Corey, or you, Ken, said that Provo just has their number right now?
And you got to be excited. You come into Wasatch, who's one of the top teams in the league.
On their own win streak.
Yeah.
Second place in region.
Wow.
They've been ranked in the top 10 this year in 5A. Yeah, this is a solid win coming in for Provo. And
right now, everything falling for Provo.
Can I say that they didn't win it by the 3 and they won it by the free throw?
Hey,
wow, talk about eating your words.
Well,
right?
it was a little bit.
Talk about eating your words.
It was 3, but it was also those stops. So the full court press. 2 seconds. This game is essentially over. And what a huge, huge win for the Provo Bulldogs over the Wasatch Wasps, 44-39.
You got to congratulate them.
They absolutely stunned this Wasatch Wasp team. Look at the faces on Wasatch.
They are
That is
upset.
not a happy crew right now. So, that is just what high school basketball is about, right? That is exactly what you expect from a fun region game.
Absolutely.
And boy, they are dancing. Wasatch girls not doing the traditional
Nope.
singing school song.
And I don't blame them.
Normally they come right over and Provo, on the other hand, they are ecstatic.
Yeah, good for them. Congratulations to Bulldogs. But I feel for Coach Hull. She had a good game plan coming in. Man, we seem tired from the get-go. I've said it the first quarter. We were hands on the knees. We looked red-faced. They made us work.
Well, we look at a few of the different keys there. We'll just maybe wrap this up in a minute or so, Ken, if I don't choke. We talked about Ashley Garner only having 5 points a couple minutes into the fourth quarter, but guess what? She finishes with 19 points per average.
Yep.
And but at that point, unfortunately, just not a lot of other scoring options from Wasatch tonight.
Right. Rachel Falley, who was their MVP, leads. I mean, she almost doubles the next player in 3-pointers made. She averages 8 points. She had 20-something. Yep. So, what a game.
Yeah, what a game. And again, like you said, Ken, congratulations to the Bulldogs. And so we'll do final talk here. Last, I know you've mentioned a lot, but what's your final thoughts on this game?
They just got us out of what we do best. I mean, I can't say anything else. That they got us out of what we do best. We weren't able to go down in the low post, and the defensive pressure just got to. And I'll eat my words. The 3-point won the game for them. Rachel Falley, because they weren't making anything else.
Well, and yeah, we just we often thought if that three is going to start falling, they could be in trouble.
Wow, and it did. And she was shooting Brent earlier, Falley, and we were like, it's online. It's just not falling. And man, when it started falling,
I believe the only other 3 of the night for Provo, I could be wrong on this, was Isabel Moyes in the first half.
I think you're right.
I could be wrong on that. There might have been another one by Lunt or Albert. So So taking a look at the Region 9 for the girls, devastating loss for Wasatch. They were alone in second place. They now will drop to 4-3, which is not terrible. But boy, they were in that range of wanting to host the first round, and they were at number 12, which we would think would be right around the cutoff for hosting the first round.
Yeah, so, a little bit of a character builder now. We're going to see what they got coming back, and Coach Hull's got to regroup them and focus them. And, they got the talent. They definitely got the talent to bring it together.
They just met a pretty good matchup. So, unfortunately now for Wasatch, they go on the road at the number 1 team in the state, at Springville, and then they have to play Spanish Fork on the road, and that's always a tough place, and they right now are right behind. In fact, depending on what their game is tonight, they could move into a tie with Wasatch. And then they will have Wasatch will have their final home game on Friday the 17th against Maple Mountain. So,
well, like I said, character builder. They definitely have the talent to do it. So let's see where it goes from there, and wish them the best. Love watching them this year. They've been a blast.
So we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight here from girls basketball. We're getting ready for the boys game here in just a few minutes against Provo. But once again, final score: Wasps lose a tough Region 9 match, 39-44 against the Provo Bulldogs. And we thank you for joining us here on Sting TV. The next time you'll see us, of course, boys game against Provo just a little bit later. And then the next home game on Friday, February 17th. Thanks for joining us here for Corey Lang and the group on Sting TV.